joining us on the show. Mr. Gupta, hi, morning. Good to be speaking with you on ET now. Thank you so much for
Morning.
taking the time out. But firstly, on to the earnings, what I see is that your other income is actually down. Firstly, if you can help us understand what were the factors behind it, and going ahead, are we in to see some bit of an improvement in this number?
So other income for us as a payments bank is largely the entire business income, so to say. So in that we have seen that two product lines. One is our digital payments. The second is the domestic money transfer has suffered largely because of the ecosystem changes and the regulatory changes which have come up in the last 1 year. We expect that the digital payments will recover in quarter three and quarter four from what it was in quarter two. Apart from that, we have seen that the CASA business, which has been our mainstay business, is now contributing to 40% of the overall revenue of the company. That has grown at 21%. We have been able to raise CASA deposits of roughly 2,300 crores at less than 2% cost. And our margins have also substantially grown from by 575 basis points in the last quarter, vis-a-vis on a year-on-year basis. So apart from two businesses, which is digital payments, which we expect to recover in H2, and domestic money transfer, which is because of the regulatory changes, I think other businesses are going in the right direction. We expect that the profit margins and the overall profitability should improve in H2.
You are, looking to improve that digital business in the second half. But overall, given that improvement shall happen and other factors that are at play, do you think there's going to be a reversal in the second half of this fiscal, Mr. Gupta?
Yes, at least we see on the top line, we expect that the numbers would probably be range bound as such. There will be some growth on the top line, but on the bottom line, because of the efforts and the cost optimizations which we are working on, we expect that the PBT numbers in H2, which traditionally has always been better for us, H2 has always been better than H1. We expect that to be better in this year as well compared to H1.
Good to believe that the growth and the overall growth could be around 20 to 25% on the top line, and that will continue.
Yeah, large growth was coming from domestic money transfer business, which was a low margin business, but was giving us a lot of revenue. That business has substantially degrown to the extent of 50% and more because of the regulatory changes, which has happened in the last 1 year. So we don't expect that business to recover that much, but digital payments, CASA business, all other business will recover. The degrowth in remittance business will definitely hurt us on the top line, but on the bottom line, as you can see, our margins have gone up by 575 basis points. We expect that trend to continue. And we expect that because of the change in the mix, which is there towards high margin products and high margin businesses, the overall profitability of the company will grow up. The percentage profit margins also will grow up. Our EBITDA has actually grown up by 8% if I look at quarter on quarter basis also in this quarter, while the overall profitability is down, but the EBITDA has gone up.
The point I was just going to come to about profitability that has taken a bit of a hit this quarter, but going forward, what's the outlook? You have said that there's going to be improvement, but if you could give us some specific numbers over there.
So we are not giving any guidance as the business itself is changing because of the regulatory and the environmental changes which are happening in our payments businesses. We have followed a risk calibrated approach, especially when it comes to digital. And we have seen that approach has helped us from the point of view that we have been able to maintain the margins. And there's been some dip in this quarter, but we expect to recover in the next quarter or so. The risk calibrated approach also helps us in engaging more on other businesses as well. So we expect to maintain a good growth on the CASA numbers. Our digital payments should recover in H2. And the other business will anyway be in that growth range and will continue to be there. So profitability, as I said earlier, we expect that profitability should be better in H2 compared to H1.
Hear about that, but Mr. Gupta, a quick take on the SFB license. We have been waiting to hear on that. How far are we on the small finance bank license?
So we applied nearly 2 years back. There's a lot of engagements which have happened with the regulator in the last few months as such. We expect that we expect some decision to happen soon. I think, to my understanding, I think the discussions are moving in a favorable manner, and we should look at something coming in the next couple of months.
Got that point, Mr. Gupta. Thank you so much for joining us today and help for helping us with the outlook going forward. Wish you the best for the coming quarters. On that note, we'll let you go.